Hey everyone, Aparna here with day 39. One more day to go, and I will be done with this challenge. Uh, really looking forward to finishing off with this challenge. I started this in, oh boy, it feels absolutely ages ago. I think I started this challenge on 23rd of February. Oh my god, I took my sweet time with this one. Of course, as I had mentioned, I'm pretty sure I did mention this in my video that I am not anticipating that I'm going to paint. I'm actually going to paint every day. So I think I did stick to that. I just never thought I am going to take such a long time to finish this challenge. However, here I am at day 39. Tomorrow, hopefully, if my endo does not decide to flare up, I should be able to finish my 40th painting and I will be done with this challenge. I am really proud of myself for doing it. Life has been a bit difficult with cancer, endo, lot of things happening at home front, kid going to university, and loads of other stuff happening. It was hard, but I did it. I did it. I'm proud of myself, and I really do wish I could have done forests or rocks or paintings which have more details, the ones that I like to do. However, recently, as you know, my endo suddenly decided to flare up unexpectedly. I did have this endo situation for a long time, but it never flared up this bad that I could not do my artwork. That hasn't happened, and I think it's something to do with maybe stress, because that's what my doctor advised, that it is possible that my endo is getting flared up because of the level of stress I'm feeling at this point. So yes, that's a possibility and I have to work on it. So last 2-3 days, since the last 2-3 days in my painting, I have been looking out for images and paintings of very simpler landscapes instead of going for forests and rocks and things that have a bit more details in them. I'm kind of avoiding those topics, and therefore I got these simpler ones, and I'm actually simplifying whatever I had, whatever image I had in front of me, more than you could actually believe, because I just was finding it very difficult to sit and paint. So in most cases, in this painting as well, I realized that sitting was not helping me, and when I finished this painting, till that time I was actually sitting, so I was very lucky. I could feel the endo pain starting to flare up pretty much at this point when I was doing the sky. I remember that, and I was like, oh boy, no, not now. I'm going to do simple painting. There were things that I really wanted to add on in this painting as well, but I decided I didn't want the flare up to happen as bad as it happened the last time. So I simplified the image again, and I just stayed put. I did my best not to give up, and I didn't. I finished this painting. I just modified the image in front of me. I was thinking of doing my own thing, but I realized that when the pain happens, when the pain strikes, my brain just freezes, doesn't exactly function. So I'm assuming it goes for many of us. It happens to many of us. And I just decided I'm going to simplify, but I'm going to finish it. I will finish it, and I indeed finished it. So I'm really proud of myself for doing it. And yeah, in the end of this video, you will see. Thankfully, I was able to do it correctly, so I don't think you will find it very awkward here or hopefully I didn't make it a very awkward ending. I do apologize if it didn't really fit together, but I really wanted to finish it off because at that point it was flaring up quite bad. But I did want some bright highlights to the reds, to the red flowers. And when I closed the video, I looked at it again and I made some changes. And I thought I'm going to record it and see how it goes. And it wasn't that bad, but I'm really proud of myself for doing it. This has been a challenging time for me, and the more I am painting, the more I'm doing my art, I'm realizing how it is actually helping me in every possible way. Of course, I was never expecting a physical uh, challenge while painting. I knew it's going to happen, but I was not anticipating it to happen at this point. It was something I was foreseeing in another couple of more years. I wasn't expecting all this pain and stuff like that to happen at this point. But it is endometriotic cyst and adenomyosis, both of them together. So yeah, they have a mind of their own, as we all know. So now what I'm thinking is I might have to change my plans when it comes to art. I have to see how to make it work, and I did have a lot of plans to do with acrylic paintings, but now I am not very sure. I have to go for a checkup in the month of October, and I'm not sure. But surgery is not in the list right now, but yes, that is one of the things that I have to go through. So right now, all of a sudden, my art related plans have been put on hold. However, I have decided that I am, of course, not going to stop doing art. So now I have to find a way to make it happen in a way that it helps me, in a way that it helps me recover. More than physical, I think it is the mental thing that I need to be careful about, and I need to do every possible thing to find what I can do and how to manipulate the situation to make it work for me. So, acrylics, I hope I will be able to keep that in my list because I know it has been a little bit challenging for me. Drawing and sketching, absolutely. I haven't done much of sketching since I finished my 100 days drawing challenge, so I'm going to pick it up again. I did manage to draw something that looks like a horse. Yeah, I tried that, so that's a good thing, but I need to start picking up my sketching habits all over again, and because I think that is something that is going to help me, but I have to keep trying. So I'm going to probably go back to watercolors, and in the meantime, as much as possible, I will continue with my acrylic works as well. I love all mediums, as you know, if you have been here in my channel for even if you have seen a couple of videos, you will know that I love playing around with different mediums, and I make each medium work for me, and or at least I try to. So here was an attempt for me when I started doing acrylic again after a very long time, to see how I can handle it after a long time and with these kind of physical discomfort. And I think I did it. I think I really did it. I definitely wasn't sure I'm going to do all the 40 days painting, and as you can see, I took such a long time. However, I did manage to make 40 paintings. I mean, one more is left, and I know I'm going to do it. I'm already on 39. So tomorrow, hopefully, if my endo does not flare up, I'm going to finish it off, and I'm going to go through a flip through. Yay! Just waiting to do the flip through, and For now, I'm going to wrap up my acrylic thing because we are traveling next week. I will be back around September 1st week, and yeah, next week, no, I'm traveling next, yes, I think in after 11 days. So not exactly next week, after 11 days. So in the meantime, I'm going to try and see what I can do, how I can paint with this physical discomfort, because on the daily basis I'm still drawing my breakfast, so I'm still in touch with my art. So that makes me happy, and I feel extremely grateful that in spite of whatever has been happening to me, I have managed to keep in touch with art, and that has actually helped me in the process of healing. And this is the time I need it all the more, because life has been bit difficult, but I'm mentally strong as a person. So I've pushed myself to become strong, and I use art to help me out. And I know some difficult emotional days are coming ahead of me, and I can completely bank on art. Since I'm doing art for some time, I've understood the benefits of doing art, and that is the reason why I actually thought of having a YouTube channel after such a long time, and see if I can inspire somebody else out there to not to give up when life gets difficult. Life has been very difficult for me, but I faced it, and I took the help of art at every step. I'm still trying to verbalize the details, clearly. It's kind of little hard sometimes. I just don't want to talk about those things. So I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Someday, maybe, I'm going to open up in a proper way and explain things in a better way. But right now, all these things are helping me so much, and art has helped me incredibly. And now all that I know is the only thing I need to do is I need to show up. So when I feel emotionally challenged, uh, days when I don't feel like doing art, and I don't do art, I need to just forgive myself and just show up the next day. So when I show up, I know that's how this entire thing works. It has worked for me brilliantly, it has helped me, and I feel it can help anyone out there. However, what is the most important thing is you need to show up, and doing something new when you are not well, or you know emotionally not there, or when you have a slight physical discomfort like I'm having, those times doing something new is hard. It is hard. It has happened with me as well. It happens to everyone, and I feel it's a very normal thing to happen. And that is the reason why I always say learn to show up on a regular basis, so that once you get into the habit of showing up, once you start loving your artwork, once you fall in love with your creativity, then there is nothing stopping you when you are actually in some discomfort. You can, as a matter of fact, challenge it, you can modify it, you can make the situation work for you depending on how well or not well you are. You can manipulate how you're handling your art, and actually take the benefits it has. So you can make it work. I did make things work for me. I loved painting big, like genuinely, I mean, big for me is A3 size, A2 size canvases, and big ones. I've done a couple of very big paintings as well. I don't have space at home, therefore I avoid doing very big paintings, so I stick to A3 and A2 size paintings. They are big enough for me. Now I find it difficult to go that big. Now, what I did was, instead of stopping myself from doing art at altogether, I have learned to use different mediums depending on how I feel. What I've realized is pen and ink, or pen and watercolor, or just watercolor. These are the three things, including a little bit of a graphite work. I really use these mediums on days when I really feel like I don't feel like showing up, or I physically don't feel like, that I'm not able to manage. These are the mediums that I can do uh, at a comfort, like, I can sit on a sofa and I can quickly draw something. I can just lie down on bed, use my graphite pencil and do a quick sketch or a doodle. And these things help. These things have helped me incredibly. So I know if it has helped me, then it can surely help somebody out there who's looking and at my videos. So I do hope somewhere, somehow, I managed to inspire someone to keep going on. Listen to your body and keep going on. There are going to be days, it happens to me also, days when you really cannot do your art, and it is fine. It's absolutely fine not to do art every single day. You can start, if you're a beginner, then you can definitely start, say, once a week. I did art once a week for 3 to 4 years in the beginning. Just once a day, I showed up diligently, and gradually, as time went by, I started making art frequently. And today, I've come to a point where even if I'm not painting every day, I can doodle every day, I can draw every day. And I draw every single day. I'm drawing my breakfast nowadays, and I show up. It has become part of me now. So this is how things really help you. And I do hope that you guys get to do the same thing. Grab your sketchbooks, grab your art supplies, grab whatever canvas or surface, I mean the paper or the canvas you want to use. Grab them and show up. Start showing up as regularly as possible. And it does not have to be every single day. It can be once a week, it can be twice a week. I say the more the better. If it is like 3 times a week, that is going to be very good. But if you feel your time does not allow you to show up 3 times a week, then make it consistently for once a week, same day, same time. That's a habit, that's a discipline that the mind understands, and that helps you in anchoring yourself. It helps you in showing up. Now, if you love your artworks, which I always say, I think you would be used to hearing this in my channel, that it is essential that you love your artwork, and that love for your artwork is what is going to help you to show up every single time that you have decided to show up for yourself. So it's important that you enjoy what you do. It's important that you love your artworks like I do. I make so many mistakes in my art, yet I love every bit of it, and that makes me want to get better. I want to get better in my art. So I show up, I practice, I do what I can at that day, at that point, and I feel every painting should be better than the previous one. But again, not to be so critiquing that, there shouldn't be so much of negative self critique that you are not able to show up. So you need to keep a balance in there. Enjoy the process, learn to show up, and have loads of fun. I have fun doing artworks a lot. And as you can see here, I'll just take a quick break. My endo really started flaring up at this point, so I stood up, and the moment I stood up, I switched off the video, and I realized that um, the flowers were not looking bright on the green background. And I then started applying a little bit of orange color, a warm orange color that generally helps in brightening the reds. And as you can see, when you are in pain, sometimes your brain doesn't really I think it's most of the time, it the basic things, it's very difficult for the brain to understand. I should have understood that in the beginning, that the reds are not going to shine up because there is a dark background there, and I didn't really mix the red with any other red. So I actually applied the direct red from the tube on the paper, and this is what I should not have done. It I should have mixed it with lighter colors, or I should have first made some white marks in there and put the red colors right on top. That's how you bring the light colors, kind of shine in acrylics. And I didn't do that, and I completely understood, because with that pain it was difficult to focus. So I did the best I could at this point. So this part is the part where I'm actually standing and doing it, because I couldn't sit anymore. So yeah, my endo is doing things to me at the wrong time, I would say. Hopefully everything will go on fine for the next 3 to 4 weeks for me. And I don't know how many videos I will be able to make, but I do have a couple of them lined up. And I've just made a couple of more. I need to make a couple of more videos, including what all I am carrying with me, and about the flip through of this book, and maybe one or two. But I'm hoping sincerely that my endo decides to be you know, bit forgiving for the next few weeks. So, hoping for the best. I'm going to keep you guys updated. Looking forward to having an endo flare up free day tomorrow, so that I can do my 40th painting in peace, or at least in the beginning, so that I can finish it off and I can enjoy this entire sketchbook. Now, this sketchbook also told me that during these days when it's difficult to paint, I can actually grab a sketchbook and I can do my acrylics on it, right? So this is the most wonderful part I felt with this challenge, is that it kind of gave me an opportunity, that showed me an opportunity, that if in case I am not able to sit on a canvas, uh, I can actually do my artwork on a paper. So it's not a problem at all. I had so much of fun. Now, I did yesterday find small cut pieces of canvas, cut in square size pieces. So, and they're also kind of small. So I'm deciding that in case things don't work out for me, I can use up those canvases, right? That will help me transition from paper to canvas. I do want to start doing acrylics on canvas in future, of course, provided my endo doesn't decide to constantly flare up, and I have to get a grip on that situation, and I have to find ways to do that, and I'm going to do that. So wish me luck, and I'm going to have, yeah, challenging days ahead, but I'm going to make the best of them, stay as positive as I can, and I'm going to use art at every step. So I just don't know how much I will be able to share, but I think I'm going to get it done, and I hope you guys get inspired enough to grab your sketchbooks and have a fantastic time on your own. And yeah, have a great time with your sketchbooks, and just the way I am doing it, and sort of getting a grip on my situation. So I hope you guys get to do as well. I'll see you guys very soon with the final artwork and another video going through a flip through with this sketchbook. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day ahead and stay happy and stay creative. Bye bye.